Welcome and welcome to the present. Before we get into the Adingra interest conversation, kindly like the video. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're new here. Make sure you turn on your notification bell one more time. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. Yes, Adingra interest is real. Arsenal are moving behind the scenes with a solid interest in Simon Adingra. We know we'll be asking Arsenal, we need a striker, we need a forward player, we need an attacker. Like I said in my previous videos, if you didn't hear me very well, I'm not against Arsenal getting a forward player or a striker, provided the quality is there, the affordability is there. For me, that's what I'm seeking for. Don't tell me just go get a striker who will not move the needle. Don't tell me just get a striker for the sake of getting a striker, say, because Man City have a 20, 25 goals upward striker, so we must get one. Especially if the strikers that are being thrown out there will not actually fit or suit how we play, and there is no concrete evidence they can replicate what they are doing at their parent club as our club. So you have to be very careful. I'm not against us not getting a striker. Come on, I want to win I want to win trophies. I want the Champions League. I want the Premier League. I want the Carling Cup. I want the FA Cup. I want everything. But I'm smart enough to understand that you don't have to be desperate. There are reasonable and sensible way of getting this done, right? This being desperate doesn't get things done. So for me, even though Fabrizio and David have reported this interest of Adingra behind the scenes, Arsenal are keen on signing this player. There's solid interest. Arsenal have not bidded. Don't misquote me. Arsenal have not bidded for this player. There is solid interest in Simon Adingra. But we know Brighton are notorious for being difficult people to negotiate with. It's a difficult people to negotiate with. I think I have 2 more years left on his contract. You will think that will make Brighton be a bit more reasonable. Now, when I say reasonable, I say loosely, because Brighton fans and the hierarchy will say they're trying to get value for what they have, their player, which is fair. On the flip side, Arsenal we're trying to get value for money. So where does both clubs or both parties reach a bit of compromise, a sensible compromise? But we're going very objective based on what we've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. Brighton have been demanding some extortionate fees. Let's be fair. They have been demanding some extortionate fees. So for Arsenal to potentially get this deal done, Brighton will have to be a bit more reasonable. I'm not saying they should just give us their players for cheap. Come on, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because Adingra is a very good player, young, very good player. Ambidextrous, can play on both wings, left foot, right foot. Now, the output at the moment is not solid, but you can tell the way he plays the game. If you bring Adingra to the Arsenal team to compete with Saka and Martinelli and fit into the style that we play, the output will skyrocket. He reminds me of Mo Salah. Mo Salah was doing well at Roma, but when he came to a team like Liverpool, where that suited his style of play, his output went to the next level. So Adingra reminds me of that kind of player that at the right team, at the right environment, the output will match the skill set. This guy is quick, can dribble, can drive the ball, can cross. Both, like I said, he's ambidextrous. Both he can use the right foot and the left foot equally the same way. One-on-one dribbler. He has all the facility to triumph at Arsenal. And when David came out yesterday that Arsenal would not be doing the deal or be pursuing the deal for Atletico Madrid winger Nico Williams because they did the deal impossible or some sort of the wages and the race clause attached. Oh, a lot of Arsenal fans shouting, Arsenal unambitious. Arsenal do not want to win the league. They are not showing ambition. They don't see. You have to show ambition using your sense. For me, Adingra is that quote unquote. I'm not saying it's affordable because when it comes to Brighton, they're going to be difficult. But Adingra is relatively affordable. It's Premier League proven. Now, Premier League proven sometimes doesn't mean for sure the players going to come to our team and fit in. We've seen the likes of Fernando Torres move from Liverpool to Chelsea and it turned out well. But the basics, the fundamentals of how Adingra plays will fit in an Arsenal. And it's easily affordable because of the fact that he has 2 years left on his contract, right? If you watch the last 2 games of Brighton, which is just 2 games into the season, Adingra has not started, there is something there. Brighton has spent a lot of money this season. Yes, some of you say they've accumulated a lot of money in the last 3 seasons. At the same time, it needs to balance the books, right? And Adingra, Brighton are not opposed to selling Adingra. They want to sell him, but you know they want to get quote unquote value for money. And for me, he's the perfect player to come in to match those who are shouting Arsenal don't have ambition. He doesn't have ambition, just that the ambition has to be well thought out. We don't have to be reckless in terms of seeking ambition or trying to put things or satisfy the fans who are shouting Arsenal don't want to win, Arsenal don't have ambition. Arsenal definitely have ambition. You've seen how we are moving. We are moving smartly. We have to bring in players that can move the needle. Adingra, for me, objectively can move the needle at Arsenal. Like I said, he can play on the left wing, on the right wing. He understands his place. It doesn't mean he's unambitious. He understands Martinelli and Saka ahead of him, but he can see his place there. We see, we trust that, right? So every time people are shouting, we need to bring competition. We need to bring competition, but the competition has to be of a different ilk, of a good level and baseline. And Adingra for me is that player. Now, will we get it done? That is the $1 million question. We can Arsenal get this deal done? Brighton are tough to negotiate with. Now, 5 more days left on transfer window. If you ask me personally, I'm optimistic, quietly optimistic. I'm not saying confident. I am quietly optimistic that this can get done, because even though Brighton will not show it, they need to sell. They spent a lot of money this transfer. They need to sell, and they have a lot of wingers, and they know Adingra is interested in this move. Now, personal terms have not been agreed yet, but it should not be a problem. But Adingra is excited about the prospect of playing at the carpet and coming to the Emirates. But he understands, based on information I get, he understands Brighton are going to be difficult to negotiate with. So he is not overly optimistic. He's not overly pessimistic. He's just waiting and see how things can go on. Edu has already thrown the feelers to Brighton and to gauge what will be the price, what will be required by Brighton to allow Adingra come to the Emirates. So let's see in the next few days how this deal will progress, whether the momentum will move or to stay the way it is. But the interest from Arsenal to Simon Adingra of Brighton is 100% genuine and solid. There's a solid interest from Arsenal to this player, and let's see how it will progress in the next few days. Now, I understand the transfer window is almost rounding up, and a lot of Arsenal fans want that forward player, want that striker. We've seen a lot of content for Arsenal to usurp Manchester City. They need a forward player, they need a striker that can score 25. I'm not buying that bollocks. I understand we need to bring in a forward player, especially if Eddie is going to leave. Reece Nelson potential is going to leave. We need to, but he has to be the right player, and the player has to be affordable. Just be affordable, because there's FFP and we have a budget, right? Regardless of what you are shouting, oh, Arsenal need to show ambition. We have to show ambition tactically and sensibly. So let's watch what Brighton will demand for this player. If you ask me, I won't be surprised if Brighton demands £50 million. I will not be surprised. And according to the figures I'm getting, Arsenal are not willing to pay up to that. Arsenal will pay up to 35 for this guy, or 40, or £50 million or £60 million that Brighton are pushing out. I don't think Arsenal will be willing to go that far. Let's see in the next few days how this interest develops into something concrete. Let me know what you think. Will you like Simon Adingra at the Emirates? Do you think he's the right quality of player to come to compete with Martinelli and Saka on those wings? Let me know in the comment section. And if you think it will be an underwhelming signing, let me know why you think Simon Adingra would be an underwhelming signing at the Emirates. Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. Very, very important. Subscribe if you're new here. And lastly, make sure you turn on your notification bell. I'm struggling this morning. Like the video one more time. Subscribe if you're new. And make sure you turn on your notification bell. Guys, I would like to know what you think about Simon Adingra. Do you rate the potential signing or you don't? Let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.